to welcome Professor Vijay Bhaskar Mari Sethi also, who is the chief guest for this program. Professor Vijay is the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Chair Professor at IIM Visakhapatnam, and very soon he will take the post of Dean Academics at IIM Visakhapatnam. So I would like to, on behalf of everyone, I would like to welcome Professor Vijay Bhaskar Mari Sethi. So he is, when you talk about fintech and blockchain in India and you search on Google, you will get one name, Professor Vijay. He is working all the domain of fintech, that how it comes, how blockchain comes, how the societal impact comes into the picture, and how we can use this. He is having he currently before IIM Visakhapatnam, he worked in University of Hyderabad as professor. Before that, he was associated with IIM Bangalore, RMIT University, and Monash University, Australia. He is having PhD from Monash University, Australia, and PDF from Wharton School of Business, University of Pennsylvania, and Indian School of Business. He is currently also visiting faculty at Indian School of Business. Thank you, sir, for agreeing with the chief guest of this program. Thank you very much. Now, what I will do, I'll ask some of the participants, because your experience is very much important for this program. I'll request some of the participants, if you can come and share your experience about this program. We are looking for feedback also. If you can give some of the feedback to us, which we can incorporate to the further program in terms of content, in terms of delivery, in terms of admin, and whatever you want to give. Thank you very much. And I will request some of the participants to share your experience, please.
Good morning, everyone. It is honor to be stand in front of such a elite, and I can say that the new batch and first batch of IIM Visakhapatnam. So I'll start with as we all are Indians, and we'll start with the Indian culture. So I'll start with the Ganesha mantra. First of all, Purnamidang Purnat Purnamidichyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevaya Vashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Dhyan Moolam Gurur Murti Puja Moolam Guru Padam Mantra Moolam Gurur Vakyam Moksha Moolam Guru Kripa Na Gurur Adhikang Tattam Na Gurur Adhikang Tapa Na Guru Radhikang Jnanam Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Thank you, Professor Pooja ma'am. Thank you, Amit sir. The backbone of the first batch of digital finance and fintech, IIM Visakhapatnam. We are proud to be a part of this team. Thank you so much for your hard work and excellent research. We all are here to taking this certificate, and this is, I believe, will going to be very revolutionary for the Indian industry and as well as for the Indian society. Thank you so much.
Good morning, all. Respected our chief guest, Vijay Bhaskar sir, Professor Vijay Bhaskar sir, Professor Pooja madam, Professor Amit Shankar sir, and our dear entire colleague. We got a good opportunity to assemble here, and we know that we have completed a 10-month journey. It was very fruitful and very learning sessions was there. So we have completed the journey, and now we feel that it happened just few days ago, and we got very much fortunate to have here the campus immersion. So it's our privilege to be here and associate with IIM Visakhapatnam, and we thank you to all the management team and entire staff, those who have managed the program well, and thank you everyone.
Good morning, Professor Pooja, Professor Amit, and Professor Vijay. When I first decided to enroll for the IIM Visakhapatnam Digital Finance and FinTech batch, I had to fight a lot of inertia. Who will spend a good afternoon siesta time, studying? And then, I really was, talking to Times Pro professional, and, it took a lot of time for me to convince myself to get enrolled to this particular program. And then suddenly I had one inspiration. Those of you who have heard of Mrs. Saroja Ramachandran, and those who do not have heard of her, she became a chartered accountant at the age of 59. Okay. And that's when I learned the three things which I'm going to talk about today. Is it's never really too late to, educate yourself. In fact, education is a continuous process, and one needs to continuously, be updated, try to learn new things, upskill yourselves. And that's where, I finally decided to, take a leap into this program. And today, I really am pleased and proud that, I was able to, complete it in, the due spirit. Second most important thing which I learned as a part of this program, apart from the many wonderful things which we learned through expert faculty, the guest faculty, both Professor Amit and Pooja, and through a lot of knowledge, interactions that we had with, fellow peers and colleagues. The other most important thing that I learned is network is the real net worth, because we got to know so many people from very diverse set of backgrounds, from tech to finance, operating at various levels of seniority. It was really an enriching experience to interact with everybody, learn from them. And I will go back as a much more better person, going back into my work. And third most important thing which I learned, and that especially after coming over here, is that you should never stop having fun. I mean, all of us came here as total strangers, but the way we got, the way we gelled with each other, the way we got together during the class, after the class, was an absolute it was an absolute wonderful experience, to share with everybody. People played, people had fun time, they had excursion, people played cricket today, and they sang, they danced, and it was all fun. So three most important things I'm taking back from my stint over here. It's never really too late to learn, educate, and upskill yourselves. The second most important thing is network is net worth. I'm sure we have our IMV Forever group, so I'm sure all of us will be in touch in times to come. And the most important thing is never stop having fun. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sandeep. Good morning to Professor Pooja, Professor Vijay, and Professor Amit Shankar. Firstly, I would want to thank all the facilitators to this particular program, both from the Times Pro as well as from the IIM Visakhapatnam, who's actually facilitated for the complete year for us to have a seamless experience of the sessions that we've been having on a weekly basis. So if I can actually go back probably a year back, when we actually started this program, I was of a dilemma whether I would really be able to continue this program beyond 3 months, because on a Sunday, that too in the noon, will this really get through, or I'll probably will have to leave at some point of time. But I would like to thank the program directors who have actually initiated this program and designed this program so well that it was so engaging for all of us to be part of it. And it created some bit of enthusiasm in us that, okay, let us go to the next program. Let us be part of the next session over and over, just to understand this much more better. Let's to discuss, also to discuss with all my fellow members in order to know their experiences about a particular topic. So the engagement that we have actually exchanged and the amount of learning that we had in this program was apparently the seed of this particular program. It's not that there was something written on the board or something was on the material that we actually read by ourselves or we have learned, but rather through interactions and through conversations and through networking is what we actually grew a lot in the last 1 year, which was really tremendous. Probably this amount of knowledge would have come to me in about 10 years time, which actually gave an opportunity to learn this in about a year with the experienced faculty that you've got from the industry, who were actually very collaborative and so patient in order to answer all the questions that we had. So overall, great experience. I think I would encourage the people to let others know that there is something like this where people can learn, and that too a very distinct field is what we've actually learned. The area which is digital finance as well as the fintechs are evolving, and this is going to be the nature of the financial industry in the next decade to come. So we should let people know, and it's really happy that all of you have actually come over this program. It's the great decision that we've taken, and our mentors have been so helpful in order to help us achieve to this level. Thanks a lot for the support. Thanks to everyone for having this organized for us. And the campus immersion, the amount of networking that we had with all the people, the amount of fun that we had was really, exemplary. I don't think we'll be able to forget this anytime in the future back again. And we would request Pooja ma'am and Amit sir to at least have another event for us sometime later in at least the next 5-6 years, so that we can just come back and again have another event altogether, with all of us. Thank you so much, and look forward back again.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Very good morning to everyone. So I would like to thank, before I share my experience, I would like to thank all my gurus over here, Amit sir and Pooja ma'am and Josila sir, Atul sir, and everyone who has spent their weekends for us. It's not like, we are spending our weekends for you, right? So thanks for all those wonderful sessions. And then, on this honorable dash, I would like to thank all my gurus, who I am because of them, like, C.A. Ratnam Garu and C.A. Saran Garu, who brought that sort of tinge in technology and innovation with me and, leaders at my office. And great thanks to my family as well, including my 8 months old child, right? So, I didn't feel like, any regrets of spending those sort of weekend time with them, because I spent all those sort of a lot of time with my all 46 gurus here, right? From whom I have got a lot of perspectives. So each and every one of you had a kind of very, very great positive impact on me. When Professor Pooja was telling yesterday that an average experience of this batch is like 17 years, I was wondering, like, I'm not even half of that. And I'm really, truly blessed to be part of all these, all of you, because, being a chartered accountant by qualification and profession, so my expectations were totally different. I thought like I would like to learn about the controls behind the fintech, blockchain, and everything. But after coming to this batch, right? So my mindset has got elevated like multifold, because I've got to know about lot of things, marketing, tech. Like I'm sitting along with my lot of super gems in tech piece and all. So thanks for each and everyone for all this experience and a lot of good impact on me and all those wonderful capstone projects. So those are, a lot of them for true visionary, and a big thanks and with regards to all my batch mates like Kevin, Yasesh, Arun, and everyone. So we had a lot of wonderful brainstormings, which I am going to take forward in my career and future ahead. Thanks a lot.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, madam. Good morning, my dear colleagues and my friends. And in my opinion, this is not a course for me. This is a journey for me. In this course, lot of learning, a lot of things. I enjoy so much of fun, and in classes also. In 3 days, lot of fun. I have only 5 years experience. I am working in different domains, gold loans, and present I working in mortgage loans. So much my colleagues are different experience, different. I learned so many things from them, and so many things from Amit sir. In first 3 months, we have taken the class for them, for me, and also Pooja madam. It is not first introduction experience for me. It is the throughout I gained so many friends and my batchmates, and my group project work is so much. I hope this is continue fruitful journey for me. Grateful opportunity for me. Thank you, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks a lot, Professor Pooja, Professor Amit. Warm welcome to Professor Vijay. So this course was an experiment for me. Throughout my life, I think it will be same for you also. There has been always a pressure of education, standard 10th, 12th, graduation, MBA, the pressure of grades. So I thought for the first time in my life, I'll do something without any pressure.
I'll only and only enjoy. In fact, I didn't even expect much to learn. I would be very, very honest. The two things was there to experiment and then to understand where I stand with the other professionals whom I don't know. And I'll give myself a feedback with every session where I stand as a professional. And I really enjoyed every session like anything because I have a habit of overthinking, of at times too much preparing when I sit for exams or other things. So for this, any session, I was not too much prepared. For any quiz, I was not too much prepared. I just thought I will enjoy it like I enjoy playing or like any other habit. And it turned out to be amazingly well. At times I participated, at times I participated too much in the sessions. Few of my colleagues got irritated also. But that's happens when you get yourself engrossed in the session. And I enjoyed that journey. And I know the feedback with the colleagues, not directly but indirectly, where we stand as a professional. So it was a very good experience. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. I am Vishakhapatnam for being with us during the course. It will be a journey we'll always remember. Last night we had a wonderful session with our colleagues. I'll never ever forget that. And thanks everyone. Thank you so much.
Well, a very good morning to all of you. IIM, the three letters, it's more than just an institute for me. It's a dream come true for me, if I can say that. It has been my dream always to have graduated from here, but unfortunately, due to some circumstances, I couldn't pursue earlier. But thank you to the program directors for this opportunity. And I could actually succeed that dream, and I'm living that dream here. So thanks so much. Now, whatever I had heard outside the institute is just getting multifold appreciated when I just enter the institute. The moment you enter that gate, you don't only carry that pride that you belong here, but the moment I enter, so I'm very close to, sustainability, supporting environment, etc. Most of my weekends actually goes towards that, contributing towards the environment. And the moment you enter the gate, you see those solar panels and all those things. I get so excited. I cannot tell you the happiness that it brings within me, that along with the brand, the course, the eminent facilities, and the professors who are giving their immense efforts towards it, they're also thinking about the environment equally. So thanks to the entire institute, all the faculties, whoever is actually contributing to maintain the same. So that's the building thing. Of course, I think the course wouldn't have been so interesting without the efforts that has gone behind it from Professor Pooja and Professor Amit, for sure. Of course, there are other professors as well, Professor Srinivas, Professor Atul. The course has been so interesting, so engaging, with our contributions as well, for sure. But at the same time, over and over again, when you, as most of us have already coded, spending those time within the weekends is a lot of effort, at least at this stage is what we understand. So a lot of thanks to our family as well. And a very special thanks to my mother for supporting me always. Just a small incident, she was in ICU and I was still attending the session and she was still encouraging me, no, you should not forego your session. You are by my side, but please carry on with your session. So thanks to Mama as well. And then now coming to the facilities, I think we somehow ignore the fact, but it's an awesome experience. Thanks to all those who have been involved in arranging this. It's a seamless experience that we are carrying with us. And special thanks to Chandan. Thank you, Chandan. I think we keep pulling his leg. He's more than a buddy to us. And he participates equally, so which is the best thing. Thanks, Chandan, for everything. Okay, and last but not the least, I think I felt that I am parting from something today, but no, I changed it And I say that I'm carrying a part of IIM in my soul. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your wonderful experience. I know we have 46 stories here, or more than 46 stories here, and everyone has their own journey. When this course started, believe me, when we heard that 70 years of experience, we all together, Professor Pooja and me, is not having 17 years of experience, and we were very skeptic. How will manage this huge amount of experience which is coming into the class? We thought of utilize it. Now, end of the day, when I'm seeing, when I've attended and listened some of your presentation, you become child, we become mature. The journey like this, that your 17 experience, you in the last time I have seen when presentation, I feel that it's a PGP presentation or MBA presentation where people are fighting, asking several questions, pulling their legs. And so you become from this experience with challenge, that childness, always keep alive this child inside you. Because moment you will become mature, your learning will stop. Always child, everyone who's having child inside him or her, please keep that child alive. You will learn at different points. So we as faculty, we always, and that's why we are here, because we always interact with the child, body, young people, and we always become children. That's how this learning goes. Thank you everyone for sharing your experience. Now I would like to request Professor Pooja to just facilitate our chief guest, Professor Vijay, with bouquet, please. So now, without delay, I will request Professor Vijay to deliver the valedictory.
Well, first of all, congratulations to all of you for graduating. And thanks to Professor Pooja for inviting me to give the valedictory speech here. The first thing what's so reassuring is when you shared your experience, you felt that the last couple of days have been very memorable. So still, I think, human touch makes a lot of sense in an online course. Right, so building this campus makes sense because it gives a great experience to all of you. So just going back to my valedictory address to you all. So we are in a very interesting phase at the moment. So you have this extraordinary productivity gains. So when I started my career 26 years back as an academic, I never thought I would see a company that has got a market cap of 1 trillion. So now, how many companies are there which are more than 1 trillion in the world? 7 companies. So we have at one end 7 companies with more than 1 trillion market cap. And surprisingly, the labor contribution to this productivity is going up or going down. So it's going down every year. So our productivity is going up, labor contribution is coming down. So what's the outcome of that? So in terms of jobs?
Jobs are reducing.
Jobs are reducing. And what's happening to companies? They're becoming really rich. So you have this huge inequality that's cropping up in the world because, we have some companies, let's take 2 companies, the top 2 companies in the world. Now, this week, it has changed again. We have NVIDIA as the largest company in the world right now. So if you take NVIDIA and the second largest happens to be Apple this week. So they have a market cap of what? 6 trillion put together. And you take all companies in India, we have around 6,000 listed companies. Together, last week, we crossed 5 trillion. So there are 2 companies in the world with a market cap of more than the whole Indian market cap. Right? So however, in terms of labor contribution for those companies, in terms of productivity, it's coming down. So very few people are contributing to this 6 trillion market cap. Let's take India. So we have 60% of the labor force who are in farming. And their contribution to GDP is? No, it's 15%. Yeah, GDP. So 60% of the labor force in India contribute 15% of the Indian GDP. Right. So as an economy, we are 3 trillion GDP economy. So what is the future for all of us? Is something we have to ponder right now. So you got into this program, digital finance and fintech program. And what's happening in the world? And how is that we have to skill up to ensure that we're part of that productivity gain. We are part of that wave. So one program is what you're undertaking right now, so that your contribution to productivity gain would incrementally increase, hopefully post this program, and you're part of the wave. So it's so important for you now to go through this lifelong learning. So learning and application is not enough. It has to be experiential all the time. Like someone suggested that you want to come back after 5 years. I think, this becomes imperative that you have to come back all the time going forward, because otherwise you can't be part of that productivity gain, right? So this is the future. Now let's take technology. So there are 7 companies with a market cap of more than 1 trillion in the world right now. Now, out of these 7 companies, 6 are tech companies. Just 1 is an oil company. That's an outlier. So you take the 6 companies, out of these 6 companies, 3 companies have a history of less than 20 years. And the remaining 3 companies have a history of less than 30 or 35 years. So why we value these companies so much? What problems they solve for humanity? What do you think? Why we have to value them more than the entire market cap of India?
Yeah, offering services to customers, like
Because
banking.
of their ideas, their
What
speed,
problem they solve?
because of their idea, their speed, their innovation, they are solving the, the problems of the customer. They are identifying the needs of the customer. Something like
Right.
I think they're looking at.
What is the service they're doing? What is that they're serving? What is the problem? What is the gap they're trying to address?
Evolving technology, and they are adopting that according to the, as gradually society is upgrading themselves, and
They are innovating faster. They are meeting the aspiration level of the new generation who don't hesitate in spending more if they get a newer experience. So this is what they are creating a new space, and they are in a way creating a new need also. To experiment for the new for the human being, for the new generation.
So technological innovation to meet the market and customer needs. That may be making them stand apart from other problems.
So let's take, for example, now the company value is made out of 3 capital. One is human resource, and the other one is physical assets the company has got. And the third one now, which is emerging a lot, is information capital. What kind of data the company has got and the intelligence company has got. What do you think? These companies have valuation, is it due to human resource capital or information capital or physical capital? So information capital is becoming more and more, like data is becoming more and more valuable, as you can see right now. So let's go back in the history, say, for example, 600 years back in the history. You want to know what's there in the Bible. What is the process?
You need to go and take a Bible.
We could not read. At that time, not many people could read. Majority of the population didn't know how to read.
Church and maybe.
So you go to the church, meet the priest could tell what's there in the Bible or look at the paintings on the walls and figure out what's there in the Bible. See, this is to the mechanism of knowledge transfer. What do you think? Is it efficient? No. So what changed the whole ball game?
Access to data. Book.
No. What innovation led to change in the way knowledge can be transferred? Printing press. So printing press changed, then people thought it's a good idea to go and sit in the universities, learn, and try to understand because you can read. So the moment you read and the moment you gain knowledge, what can you do with knowledge?
Start applying.
You can monetize, right? To monetize knowledge, what's the constraint in those days?
Opportunity.
Mobility. Mobility is one of the major constraints. So then we innovated again in terms of engine, for example. So engine is one of those innovations that led us to be more mobile. So I can cross distances and try to find spices elsewhere, try to do arbitrage, etc. All those things. So the moment you're mobile, you can monetize knowledge. Now, then we had internet. So internet led much more mobility. You don't have to travel distances. You can connect with anyone from anywhere in the world, right? So then it means that you can monetize exponentially. But can that happen with internet? Can we monetize knowledge exponentially, connecting with anyone from anywhere in the world? Is it possible?
Yeah, it is.
Is there a gap? When I can connect with anyone anywhere in the world, can I monetize?
Yes. Most was the best example. It's online course.
It's an online course. But the question is, the course is from IM and being taught by Professor Pooja. So how do you know that she can teach well?
Technology.
Yes.
Is a part.
Technology is not sufficient.
Faith and trust.
Yeah, the most important thing is trust. So when you fill all these gaps, the biggest gap in the world will be trust gap. Like what is Amazon's business? Why Amazon is valued more than 1 trillion? What is the gap they try to fill? So the buyers don't know the sellers, sellers don't know the buyers. But Amazon has got information about both buyers and sellers. But how do they, try to bridge this gap of trust? What is that they do to ensure that both can trust each other?
Transparency.
Like, for example, Amazon can offer a guaranteed return. So that builds trust. Like what is, say, for example, Swiggy. What is Swiggy's model? What is the gap they fill? Uber.
Services.
No, service is what they offer, but the gap they fill is trust. Trust is the gap they fill. Like, for example, I want to order food, but the restaurant doesn't know whether I have money or not. And what Swiggy does?
They show the prices.
No, they tie up with a fintech company, and the fintech company offers a wallet service, and they can check whether there are funds in the wallet or not. And once the funds are there in the wallet, they can place an order, isn't it? So we are trying to build these models, and building these models are making companies highly valuable. So the biggest problem right now that we are trying to solve is trust problem. And why this becomes such a big problem? Because we can connect with anyone in the world right now. So if anyone can connect with anyone in the world, the only gap that stays is a trust gap to seamlessly transact across the globe. Now, these companies, the top 6 companies in the world, 3 of them directly provide trust service. Like, for example, Amazon, Google. So these are all trust-based services. The other companies tries to facilitate the trust business. In other words, platform economy is what we live in. So we call this as Web 2, right? So what is there a problem with this model? What do you think? So one problem we are seeing is these companies are becoming extremely valuable, rich. But the contribution of the world towards these companies is not democratic enough. So wealth distribution is not democratic. At the same time, once you have information as capital, can you misuse? Can as well do that. So we have seen many cases, right? So Facebook, for example, right? So we are in that kind of interesting world. And what is that we can do as a society? And what is that we can learn? And what kind of opportunities we are having as part of this journey, right? Let's take, for example, India Stack. You might have learned India Stack as part of this journey. So India Stack has got how many layers, right? Layers. Yeah, there are 4 layers, right? So first layer came in 2010, which is a layer for identity in the form of Aadhaar, right? And so the second layer came in the form of interoperability, right? So in the form of UPI. And the third layer came for digitization of documents, assets, liabilities, so DigiLocker. And now we are in 4th layer, which is for consent, right? So you might have learned something on open banking as part of this program. So we're doing open banking because someone gives a consent. And the moment you give a consent, then there are 3 layers to verify that that's you. So what is the problem India Stack is doing then? What is the problem they're trying to address? Trust problem. So India realized that trust problem is the most valuable problem to solve. And India thought, unlike other countries where digital infrastructure is given by private entities like banks, India thought, as a country, we have to do this. So they started investing in digital public infrastructure, right? So, and the whole idea is to solve trust problem. Once you have these 4 layers, you can solve the trust problem, just like what Amazon can do. So you might have come across ONDC as part of this program, right? So ONDC is one way how you can exercise or have a level playing field for Amazon compared to Amazon, because there are 4 layers behind it that can provide a platform, right? And what do you think about this model? So we are also solving trust problem. Amazon is also trying to solve trust problem. What is the difference between these 2 models?
We are a commercial organization. This is a government system which is enabling a private players to participate. So
do you think this is more democratic? Isn't it? For example, let's take UPI, right? So UPI led a lot of people to get empowered because there was a platform that's like a highway created by the government so that anyone can travel on it, right? Anyone can carry anyone on it. Anyone can take anyone from one destination to other destination, right? So you're building highways right now in a virtual world, right? So mainly to address the problem of productivity gains should be distributed evenly in the society, rather concentrated gains to few companies. So this is a great opportunity for you all at this moment, because you have a great scope for innovation. So nowhere in the world you have a public infrastructure on which you can jump in and innovate. And you see the innovation ecosystem in fintech happening in India. Nowhere else is happening the way it's happening in India right now, right? So the whole objective is for all of you, my sincere suggestion is, go back and try to leverage on digital public infrastructure, which tries to solve the trust problem, and try to be part of the journey where productivity gains can be distributed more democratically. I'll close it here. Thanks for this opportunity.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you for sharing your experience and engaging with our participants. So now it's time when we'll get your certificates. Some of the people are getting certificate again after getting their doctorate degree. So again, I would like to welcome Professor Vijay, Professor Pooja to please help us. Please come. Chandan ji.
Yeah. So I will call you the name for the certificates. Adi Narayan Raju. Akapati. Amit Kumar. Anirban Mukherjee. Arun Case. Arvind Kumar Jha. Damodar. Dikshita. Next. Divya Jyoti. Dr. Challa Satya. Dr. Samir Kumar Rakshit. Next. Anumesh T. Jitesh. Kaushal. Kevin Brain. K. Srivastav. Madhu Malti. माला M, मनोज साई, मयंक गुप्ता, मीटू महाता, अली बाबर, निखिल मुकुंद, कवि प्रताप, पवनदीप भाटिया, कोची राजू रवि कृष्ण, प्रज्योत सुधाकर, रवि किरण, संदीप गोपाल, संतोष, संजीव कुमार, सार्थक चौबिशा, सीमा गोपालन, सिद्धलिंगेश, सौम्या रंजन, स्वामीनाथन CIR, स्वाति लाल, Utpal Kumar. Yes, Srivastav. Yelti Srinivas Babu. Y.S. Narayana. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much. So I congratulate everyone for graduating from IIM Visakhapatnam. Now you are the part of IIM Visakhapatnam family. Definitely you are the part of IIM Visakhapatnam family from day one. Now you're the part of the alumni of this institution. We will share with you your email ID where all instructions will be given that how you can be the part of our community and how you can enroll and everything we'll share with you. We'll connect together as someone suggested. Every time we are organizing our event, we are inviting all our alum to come in the institution and spend some time. We are doing our chapters also. So we have our Delhi chapters, Mumbai chapters, Bangalore chapters. We will get the invitation. Whenever some chapters, alumni chapters are happening, you please go there, just attend, just meet with your friends and the colleague. And as someone said, currently the most important asset in this world is network. Forget about finance, forget about infrastructure, forget about human resources, forget about this. Most important asset in this world is network. So create those network and just be will active on this WhatsApp group which we have created. Always be in connect. If you need anything, please let us know. You are most welcome to visit our institution whenever you are coming and in and around Visakhapatnam. Please let us know. Please meet with us. Make this conversation alive. Now, for giving vote of thanks, I would like to welcome the backbone of this program, who did everything for this program, Professor Pooja, who is the program director for this program. Welcome, ma'am.
Thanks, Professor Amit. Firstly, congratulations to all of you to have your certificates for this journey which you had completed, on which we are going to conclude today. So as this is a time to give thanks to everyone, so firstly, I would like to start with the very important pillar of this program, that is my participants. Actually, this program is there, or we are celebrating this certification ceremony because of my participants. And from day one till this date, the kind of interaction you people have shown during the classes or during this campus immersion is really commendable. Even from the experts, every time I hear this, they are very interactive, which is very rare in online classes. And during the immersion also, project, at that time also, you people were very interactive. Obviously, there were debates, but those were fruitful debate. And that even led me also to attend one of the capstone project presentation, a particular session, although I planned that it will be by the external only because I was with you throughout this journey. But they were saying very interesting discussions are happening, you should attend it, and I attended, and that was really, like, you people were interacting. It was not only about, I have seen the connection which you had built it actually. So thanks for making this is this much lively. Next, I would like to give thanks to Professor Vijay Bhaskar Marisetti. When I requested him to be the guest of this particular ceremony. He agreed on that, and the journey or the story he started about the fintech, from like which are the most valuable companies and why they are valuable in this particular era, why those companies, why we are giving values to this company. So I think you are able to get to know how fintech are connected with these kind of companies, and what is the way, or how much the area is available there in front of you, where you can excel, and you can harness the knowledge which you had already taken in this particular course. So I hope you get that particular idea. Then I would like to thank all the faculty members who had taken the sessions as a regular sessions as well as the guest sessions. Actually, the fintech and digital finance is a very new field, and the sessions are being taken by like tech experts, or for emerging technologies, or for regulatories, or even startups. Also, Atul has taken sessions on different domains, but the story, because we have to connect the dots from, I think, from last guest session which has been taken by Shri P. Vasudevan sir, also you get to know that we have to make it a full industry, or to grow it, we need to connect the dots. So that was not possible. That would not have been possible without these guest sessions. And these guest speakers bring a lot of experience with them from the industry. So thanks for that. Then I would like to thank to our admin department for supporting us throughout this program when it was online mode. So they had, for that also we want infrastructure, IT support. So they were very supportive throughout the program. Next, I would like to give thanks to our EP office. Our EP office provided support throughout the program, because we want permissions for every step. We have a hierarchy. Obviously, every institute have the hierarchy. So for every step, we have to take the permission from the EP office, and they were very supportive during those particular documentations and processing. From EP office, we have Mr. Chandan here, who supported, who assisted us throughout this particular program. He also used to sit there in the class, so that if any other query, because faculty is about the content, but as it was on the online mode, the connection need to be required, because you people are individuals. Uh, your problems are also individuals. So for that, Chandan supported a lot. So thanks, Chandan. And then I would like to give thanks to Professor Amit. Actually, I design and this academic part I taken care of. But when it came on immersion and talking with the different departments, because logistics, resources, there are so many things involved in that. So Amit supported me a lot for that particular part. Thanks, Amit. And towards the end, which is very, very important, Amit also used to say, when it comes to executives, actually the support of your families. You gain the knowledge which you are going to apply there in an organization, but without the support of your family, this would not have been possible. So that is actually the backbone behind you people to attend that particular session. So thanks to all, and thanks to towards the end, thanks to our director, sir, who provided the support to all of us, and to me, to Amit, and throughout the program, whenever we require any permission or anything from sir's side, sir was always supportive. So thank you so much for everything, to everyone whosoever is involved in this particular journey, and all the very best for your future endeavors. I hope you would apply this particular knowledge in your future career. And we will look forward to meet you for the other programs. As in our inauguration ceremony, Dean Edmund, I talked about different programs for executives, PhD or executive PhD we have. Then we have the other programs also. So you can have the list on our website, and then you can see. And this LM cell, we will see how, like, we already have the chapters and our LMs. Now you are the LMs of this particular institute. You can be the part of our different LM chapters, which are there in the different cities. So thank you so much again for all your participation from first lecture to this point. And actually that had given me the strength also, your participation. Because sometime I used to see the sessions and then see ki, okay, now the next should be this. Now the next should be this. So that is because of the interaction, the rich interaction you people used to do there in the class. So this is all from my side. All the best. Thank you so much. Actually, the standing ovation for all of you, actually. Thank you so much.
Innovation is the routine word which will be listening from Amit sir class. Not remember our lifetime actually. Okay, yeah. Give a clap for Amit sir also. Yeah.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा। विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे। गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
Can you all